brother. It kind of like part of me kind of feels like, bro, she's a small creator. You the nigga who got all the clout, fucked all the girls. They need you more than you need them. That you probably was like, yeah, I got an outbreak, but fuck this bitch. Like, yo, bro, she gonna either have to deal with her or whatever. And you probably did keep it a little bit 100 with her, like, yo, bro, you see what's up. And she, thirsty for the collab, still went ahead with it. Now she's trying to expose you. Here's my thing though, right? Like, you're coming on Adin's stream to categorically deny that you never had herpes, ever.
Right? Never.
Okay, so hold on a second. Can we bring in the other girl? Actually, he has girls here that he's worked with. When did you work with the girls, by the way?
Did they DM you? I mean, did they send you?
Prismel, did you get the girls' Discord? So, okay, let's see. Let's see. And when was the last time that you had sex with the girl?
Probably like 3 weeks ago.
Hey, by the way, can I ask you one more? If all this is cap, right? Two things come to mind. She's saying something that could ruin your reputation. Have you thought about suing? And number two, why would you quit doing porn if it's not true?
Only because, for one, it's like stuff like this has happened a lot. A lot of accusations and okay, bro, like you gotta like come on. All right, what you doing?
Real quick, tell your manager to hit my manager. My manager's asking. I need the Discord. Tell your manager to send it over to my manager.
I bet. So
wait, so yeah, that's actually to answer that question, or so you can answer that question. So yeah, what makes you just basically want to call this quits? Like what like, if you basically are proven innocent, then why would you call it quits? Why would you not continue to work? Because then your name is as hot as it possibly could be, so you can make more porn and make the most money you've ever made. So why would you call it quits?
I mean, for one, I've already made enough to retire, but then again, it's like it's not really about that. I'm more so just trying to really protect my peace, family's peace, and people around me peace. I feel like ever since I got into the whole world and content, it's been a lot. It's a lot to do with, and it's like there's a lot more I want to do in my life. Like content was not the first thing I wanted to even do in my life. Like this is something I just kind of like fell into my hands. When I met Tiana Trump, but at the end of the day, it's like, what could I say? I'm ready for the next chapter, honestly.
And by the way, I do want to ask, because again, you're seasoned in this, right?
Yeah.
You know how people would react to it, right? Like when she posted that up, there's obviously, I feel like there was a lot of sex education given out this week when people are trying to figure out what's what. But even if I'm going by your story, you say, you had a small cut by a razor, I guess, and then her teeth got a little bit more in tune and then made it worse. So it looked like that by the fourth scene. Did you not like review the content to be like, yo, niggas is gonna think I'm burning? Like, yo, this is your career, of course, at the time, right? Like, wouldn't you be like, yo, bro, I don't want to put this out because if obviously we know when niggas are watching porn, unless they're Adin, they're not looking at your penis. Adin watches all penis, trust me.
Well, no, I'll explain it. I actually personally, I don't look at, well, I have to see a dick in the porno for sure. I can't watch girls finger themselves. I'll be real. I need to watch her get penetrated by a penis. But in particularly like speaking, like I'm sure a lot of people are like that as well. Watching a girl finger herself, she's kind of like playing for the camera. Watching her get fucked and penetrated, it's better for me to jerk off and come.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking, like, yo, put like this. Yo, even if it was like knowing like basic sex ed history, right? If I was having sex with the girl, right, and say, all right, let's say it was a shaving issue, but it looked like it could be misinterpreted as herpes, why would I put that video? Second of all, it's kind of like, think about like, say you were peeing on a girl, golden shower, your pee looked cloudy. Say, yo, that looked like you might have like chlamydia or some other shit. Did you not look at it and be like, yo, that looks crazy? Because everyone's online and they're like, that looks crazy.
Yo, Ack. It's up to you, Gucci. We could Gucci. We could have those girls in, but Danae Davis would like to come in Discord right now. But if you don't want to have her, if you would like, Danae Davis says she's down. No, okay. So Ack, we'll do it after. Okay, tomorrow then, or whatever. We'll do you and Danae tomorrow. She's down to come in right now. But we could push it till tomorrow.
Yeah, because I have my guest already.
Yeah, well, hold on. Have you thought about legal action? Because she's accused you. I know they're now throwing around allegedly, but she's accusing you of having an infecting, which, by the way, that would be a crime, right? So if you are aware that you are diagnosed with herpes and you are intentionally disseminating that virus to other individuals without asking them if they are in consent of having sex with you, knowing that you contracted it, you are actually committing a crime. That she's accusing you of doing such. Have you thought about, clear you don't want to get on the stream now with her. Are you thinking about like maybe even legally forcing her to either backtrack on that, shutting up, or maybe even pursuing just further legal actions to make sure she's not going to keep saying this shit about you? Because she's saying you're spreading it.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
I want to get these.
I've already been
good.
That's what it. After my result tomorrow, I definitely will.
Gucci, let's get these girls in that you wanted me to interview and ask about, at least before, a decision is made, or opinions are made. I want to obviously see what you wanted to bring in here. You had some girls that you wanted to interview. Hello?
I'm adding them right now.
Okay, well, if you just send their Discords, yeah. And after this, Danae is down to do it as well.
We here, brother. Locked in.
Yeah, so. What you thinking, bro?
Here's the thing. So, I've never met him. I've never met her. I'm going by what everyone is saying. I was essentially skeptical, right? Because the first thing I said, if a dude, let me tell you, I've had an injury to my penis before. I'll tell you how it happened. And it was the zipper. Your zipper caught in some shit. I've never shaved the shaft. I'm talking about shaft. I've never shaved the shaft of my penis. I'm today years old knowing that dudes are, to keep it real, I don't even shave my balls. And I don't want to ask Adin, but I don't shave my balls that close. You gonna have to lick on a couple of hairs. I'm sorry.
I gotta shave my balls because I can't have her just licking hairy balls.
No, we're talking about a wolf shit. I'm talking about this shit, not a bald egg. You get what I'm saying? Yo, it's no way your dick is growing that much hair that you're like, yo, let me get a trim to it.
Well, I'll vouch. My dick is hairy. It's thick. Next time I shave my pubes, I'll send you a picture of the hair.
Yeah, we're not talking about pubes. Look, all right. This is mad, pause. This is the shaft.
Okay. So
you're telling me the shaft, there's mad hair right here?
Yes, because it's so hairy. Yes.
I never heard that before.
Okay. I'm Italian and I'm Jewish. We Italians and Jew, hairy. The hairs are so thick that it goes against my shaft.
Yo, bro, we don't know about you Caucasoids, but they say my boy is from Nigeria. That's not how they rock in Nigeria.
I will vouch. I'm not trying to. I'm not. I'm a vouch.
They say you were Nigerian. Are you Nigerian?
Yeah.
Well, I do want to vouch.
I'm on that job.
A lot of Nigerian men, they have their pubes are afro-y. No, it's a good thing. That helps you. That helps you, Gucci. That helps beat your face.
I don't know how you know that, bro.
I watch porn, bro. Damn, y'all think I don't watch porn?
Crazy dude.
Yo, and I know the young woman is connecting. I'll say this. I do think this is an important moment for the OnlyFans community. I think the OnlyFans community is that it's very unregulated. And I'm not saying I agree with what Gucci said, but this does happen a lot, right? So a lot of the porn community, I'm not saying porn stars don't fuck people outside of that community that tries to have tested and blah, blah. But there's a lot of OnlyFans people who are just fucking everybody. And who knows? Maybe Shorty did go fuck some random guys and caught it. Or maybe Gucci caught it from fucking some random hoes. Who knows?
Right. Hey, Gucci.
Yeah.
If you could put your camera on, I think she's here. She just has to answer the call.
Hold on.
Yeah, she should be joining any second.
Yeah, she's joining right now.
Okay.
Hey, is a woman joining now a woman you've had sex with?
I'm gonna pee.
DNA thing, and you've had sex with her unprotected, correct?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
She also seen my results too as well.
Okay, she's seen your results. Okay.
She's on right now.
Oh my god! Can I turn my camera off?
Yeah, we just can't have anything explicit. So, like, if you have a dildo or anything like that, none
What's
of
going
that.
on, Bianca? How you doing?
What's up?
What's up, love?
Thanks for having me.
Hey, what's your name? For everyone to know.
I go by Bianca Blue.
Bianca Blue. Okay. How do you know Gucci?
Me and Gucci, we shot in February and we shot in July.
Okay. Now you understand the recently there's a whole saga. There's a woman claiming that she contracted herpes from Gucci. What's your thoughts on that, and what's your experience with him?
My thoughts on what's going on right now is I'm actually still trying to see exactly what is real and what is not real. I'm with everybody else on this. As far as my experience with Gucci, it's been nothing but, I mean, we haven't ever had an issue. I've never caught anything from Gucci. The first time his test results were 72 hours too old for my liking. So we shot with a condom. The first time I shot with him in February, it was no head, full condom scene. That's just that. So the second time I shot with him in July, we had full test results. We shot 7 scenes that day. It was like,
Damn.
I was there for like, I think we were there in Houston for like 19 hours together, and then I went right back home. And it was no problems. He edits the content, he sends the content. Like, as far as a coworker in this, he's been nothing but 10 out of 10.
Hey,
Wait, hold on, Act. Do you see her? I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. I'm Adin. Do you have a camera that you can display or no?
I do not want to be on camera currently because I wasn't really prepared to be on camera tonight.
Gotcha.
No,
Okay.
yeah, no, like literally, this is my first time even telling her about the stream, because when she found out about the situation, lots of now I was getting death threats, hate comments. She was the only people to call me, kind of just like telling me, okay, like Gucci, like, you know what I'm saying, you could come out about your truth, you know what I'm saying, you could let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, and she kind of pretty much encouraged me to kind of like speak up, because I was just,
Hey Gucci, so she mentioned that the first time you guys shot, your tests weren't up to date for her liking. Is that normal for you, where you might be about to film a scene with a woman, but maybe your test results isn't that current? Because again, we're at this stage of,
How often do you guys
and this is
test
where
for
I'll also
STDs,
bring
chat?
her back into it. The thing about this herpes thing is that it's not always easily detected via tests. I think on the regular standard panel that most people have these tests done on, it's not even put on that. It's detected via a direct blood test, but even then, it has false positives. So sometimes even your primary care physician will be like, unless you're having symptoms, they won't necessarily go out of their way and test for it. So I'm asking you, and I'm asking her, how confident is she that it seems like she's confident you maybe didn't have an outbreak, but is she confident you don't have herpes at all?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
So I was asking her.
Oh my God.
It seems like she was confident that you didn't have an outbreak, but I'm wondering, how confident is she that she knows for a fact that you don't have the virus at all?
Okay, so is that a question for me?
So it's really for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
How confident am I that he does not have the virus at all? I don't know, because I would have to see his current test results, which, I mean, clearly we're all waiting for. The world is waiting for these test results.
Right. Gucci, what time tomorrow will you have the results?
I want to say afternoon, only because I know mornings, you know what I'm saying, like kind of usually backtrack. I usually get my results like 2 p.m., 3 p.m.
And by the way, Gucci, like, so in the porn community, they use like the same testing facility, right? Are you using that same testing facility, or are you using a private one where you have to? Because I think when they use the same one, go ahead.
There's 3 common places that a lot of people go.
Innocent or guilty, chat.
Get tested. My most familiar place is gonna be Empower Testing. It's a Black owned in Atlanta. I go to talent testing usually when I'm in Miami or let's say like LA, because I know it comes back quicker. Then when I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, back home, I go to my regular doctor.
So the one that you're waiting for tomorrow, because I believe what people have told me is that the talent testing one actually populates that other people could see it, that's within the industry. Are you going to that one or Empower, as you said, or are you going to your own private physician?
My own private.
So if you're going to your own private physician, is then upon you, like, how can we verify? Because again, your private physician can't.
Definitely.
How will we be able to verify?
I believe I just have to pull up on my phone. Honestly, you can't fake the truth on the phone. You know, the truth is right there.
Really quick, I have a question for you, bro. So I want to know the first thing. Obviously, like, let's just say you are. It's a 2-part question. Let's say tomorrow comes and your results are all negative. How are you going to take action? Are you going to countersue? Are you going to, like, I need to know what you're going to do, because it does. I understand where you're kind of coming from. You want to be done with this industry completely, but what is your exact first move as soon as you get caught innocent? And then I don't want to put this out there, but I'm just curious. What if you get caught being positive? You know, it's just something that I gotta ask. I mean,
definitely. So just like you said, there's always two sides to the story. When I will be proven negative, I 100% want to quit OnlyFans, content, all that. I literally just want to stick to acting, pick up some more hobbies, pick up some more careers, probably like some music, acting, entertainment. But my main goal right now will be to push safe sex. So it's funny, I've actually already been working on the condom brand, and as well too, I have launched hashtag wrap it up NFT, you know what I'm saying, and which I will be donating 10,000 in profits to sexual awareness companies.
Hey, just to clarify, because you did say you're going to your private physician. If the industry as a whole is unsatisfied, right? Because they're going to say, our eyes see this, and if your tests that you present at that point say otherwise, they might say, we want you to be then retested via talent testing, which is something that is a industry standard rather than your. Yeah, are you down to get retested via the industry standard that they could also verify by?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I've got
a condom NFT
testing multiple times.
And by the way, you also said that so you
who's buying that?
So you say you're also like promoting a condom. Are you promoting anything that might? Because here's the thing: what people might not know, and Adin, it's not a laughing matter, brother. Like, we're serious.
The thing I'm not laughing at. No, I'm not laughing at. Really?
Now you want to be serious? No,
this is gonna be serious. Don't do that shit, bro. I laughed at the part where you said. No. I'm laughing at the part where it's about an NFT. Can you guys let me finish? Holy shit, bro! It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. But you're making an NFT. You're making an NFT out of a condom, bro. How can I not laugh at that? You're making an NFT out of a condom. You're making an NFT out of a condom, bro. You're not taking it seriously. You're making it. You're trying to profit off of this whole thing. You're making an NFT out of a. See, you're laughing. You know it's a joke, bro.
Wait, hold on, bro. I didn't want to ask this because condoms doesn't necessarily prevent herpes transmission. I know the current conversation is about.
I couldn't keep it in with the
HSV too. Have you thought about that in your
he's trolling?
Whatever you're trying to push to help safe sex? Because some people might.
Okay. I talk about if I was to be positive. of course, like if I was to be positive, I mean, positive or negative, I still want to bring awareness to this because like this
Look
is
at
like this is
clip it.
something that not even just the community, like as like OnlyFans content creators, but the whole world does not know about HSV. If they do not know about something, it's like it's gonna keep spreading. It's like,
hey, I wanted to ask you a question, and I don't know if you're gonna answer it in a way that I think you'll answer, but I'll ask it anyway.
ask anyway.
I thought ahead of you coming on here tonight, a possible answer you would say is that, hey, listen, there is a very taboo thought about HSV.
It's breaking.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna say there's a very taboo thinking of the public about HSV2, not only in the world but in the industry. How much percentage in the OnlyFans industry do you think may have?
We already spoke on that. You doing
No. I'm talking about HSV2. You spoke about HSV1, which you said closer. I'm talking about HSV2. How many people in the OnlyFans community do you think that maybe they don't film during an outbreak? Maybe they're not, because again, this is something where if you don't have an outbreak, you kind of like hide about it. How much people do you think? Because now it's becoming a big deal because essentially they're saying someone filmed with it.
What's the percentage for HSV2?
If it wasn't this film, they would never know.
HSV2 percentage.
So how much people do you think in the OnlyFans community?
A lot of people.
Wow, it's still pretty popular, bro.
Like keeping it real, Adam. A lot of people.
Who the fuck?
Nobody will say nothing. People who do not even do content, they barely even get tested. Like I got friends. I'll literally ask them like, "When's the last time you got tested?" They would tell me like 3 years.
Yo, it says here about 12% of people under the age of 50 have HSV2. So HSV2 is very unlikely. It's 12% in people. So
yeah, I don't think HSV2 is very common. I mean, I think HSV1 is very common, but I don't think 2.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You said sorry?
No, I was just telling you, academics, the percentage, how much HSV2 is common.
Hey, Adin, you know why I asked that?
Why?
Listen, I hear the conversations that happen in the industry. I would go to say at least 40% of motherfuckers in the industry got that.
What?
You think?
I'm talking about music industry.
Oh, hell.
Wait, because I could name you. Hold on. I could name you like all.
I hear a lot about artists.
I could name you 20 popular Instagram models that the word is they have it, and every time I see a new nigga fucking them, I'm like, if I'm hearing that, they must have heard it, which means maybe they both got it. And it's something that, you know, it's more taboo in the outside world than the industry.
Like, and it's like I don't get that because it's like us, we regularly have to get tested as a content creator, as a porn star. You got to get tested at least twice a month. As a rapper, just a known person, like nobody is literally like requiring you to have your test requirements. Just like I said, Danae Davis never even showed me a test. I'm not even sure if she even got tested ever before me. That's what I'm saying. Like her having HIV, I'm not denying her as a victim. I respect that, but still, she does not have to be my victim. She's been with
what musicians
Danae
have
Davis
it,
has been with constant rappers. Blueface. I'm not even sure who else. Like I'm not about to sit here and drop names, but come on, like we ain't about to do that.
Hey, would you believe, based on the timeline, right? And I'm pretty sure you've seen her videos and stuff like that. Do you believe that she contracted? You said
I see her videos. I've been seeing her.
You said she might be a victim, just not your victim. Do you think she contracted that before you or after you? And were you worried? Because again, if she has it and she fucked you, you don't seem too worried. But are you like, goddamn, like did this chick burn me? Because she claiming you burned her.
Like, thing is, of course I'm worried, but just like I said, I literally just got tested, so I'm waiting on my results too.
Are you worried? And if you did contract it, would you think that she gave it to you?
For sure, I would know she gave it to me. In 2023, I already was tested for HSV1 and 2. Okay, I was negative.
So
and I have. Hold up.
He showed it to me.
I was watching. Okay, so it's a possibility that she's blaming you while the whole time she gave it to you. If you have it, not saying you do, not saying you do. Jesus,
Got it.
That's a possibility.
So there's a world then. There's a world that she also could have given it to you. Well, I don't want to put. I hope nobody gets it. First of all, I hope. Man, this is crazy.
Well, I do want to ask this question. So, if okay, she claims she has it. We're just gonna go on an imagination, right? World. If you do have it, I know you say you're quitting, but let's just say any OnlyFans male star, especially someone of your magnitude, if they did have or contracted HSV2, would that be a career ender, or would it just mean you have to take more precautions? Like, would people still film with you? And I guess I could ask that to that young lady who's here. If she knew you had it, would she still film with you?
Chat, what other girls do you also want to know? Ask girls.
That's
girls
where
in
like
chat.
saying like sexual can become. So there is many, you know what I'm saying, content creators who are HSV2 positive who still film content, you know, saying yes, they do have to you know, saying take more precautions.
Sex. No, I don't think she had it.
Wearing condoms, dealing with a partner who also has HSV2. In my case, the only reason just like I told you, like I said, I'm done with content.
Max just said,
I'm also thinking about
what the
my mental health.
fuck?
I'm also thinking about my future because I just know, like, kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like,
Platinum Max, get checked, bro. You're sending me too many girls, bro.
Positive.
Go get
Like,
checked.
just like you said, you know what I'm saying.
I love you, but goddamn, bro.
Hey, everybody asks me this, and everybody accuses me of this, and it's true because I am a pocket watcher. Because I'm a little alarmed that you're gonna quit because OnlyFans does seem like a free bag. It seems like you might have been making like 6 figures a month, right? Or maybe like close to it. Like you look like you were doing pretty good. So you're down. You're down with this, you're down with walking away from 6 figures a month. Are you gonna close your OnlyFans page or just allow it to still accumulate whatever revenue it still has?
I don't know. I might delete it.
Wow.
Wow.
Even my Twitter, like it was to the point where I was just making even more money just offering promotions than just like
Chat. The girl wants to come on.
Really?
Danae Davis would like to come on.
Yeah, because it sounds crazy, but a lot of people watch porn, but they watch Twitter porn. So they see me on Twitter, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go on my Twitter right now, you see like my videos have like 5 million views. If you go on my OnlyFans, look, they're not about to have 5 million views, but of course, like the money is still going to generate from OnlyFans because that's more so like a porn website where you can just go on there and you know what you're going in there for.
Hey, you know, we could just do ballpark. Would it be safe to say you made over 5 million, 10 million during your career? Because people are looking at you like LeBron. You know, niggas is kind of like, yo, damn, how much did he clean up? 3,000. Say again?
You said what?
How many?
Like-
how much money have you, like, approximately 5-10 million from OnlyFans career?
I said close to.
Nice.
Respectable.
Yeah.
I'm more so thinking of just like investing. Like, I never looked at OnlyFans money as like the real money. This was just money just to generate, to make more money.
I always wondered. Wait, he's lagging. Act. Do you see him, or is he lagging for you?
I do see him. Go ahead though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who I'm lagging?
No, you're good now. You're good. I always wondered, were you ever scared or nervous for your family members to see your dick?
Definitely. Who the fuck wants their mama to go on social media and somebody is showing them dick?
I had to ask, bro.
Me dick, and some pussy.
Yeah,
People are crazy. And it's like the fact that like, come on, you gotta think about it. I'm Nigerian, so this is already a taboo. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. Like, this is already a taboo. So when this whole thing is going on, like, people even harassing my family, sending pictures, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
And by the way, they have a whole list on Twitter where they're they're claiming that you have a list of victims. It's
That's
over 50 people. Now, I don't know.
Fix your Wi-Fi, bro.
Could you hear me?
I can't hear you. It's lagging.
How about now?
Okay. I think now it should be good. Gucci, could you hear me?
Gucci.
Adin, maybe you can ask him.
Yo,
Can you hear?
What I was
Go ahead.
what I was trying to ask is that
it's
they
like
have.
going on and on.
Okay, all right, yeah, I'm sorry. They had a list on Twitter where they listed, and again, obviously, they were saying all your victims. Has any of those women came out to be like, oh no, again, I do think that some women are not, even if they were infected. Not saying you did it. They're not gonna come out and claim it. But what did you think about that list where they're saying all these people are your victims?
Oh, they made a 50. What's it? A 50 versus list or 50? So I don't know, 50 or 100 list. I seen numerous girls that I never even been with or even seen in person.
About Sexy Red. They got Sexy Red on there.
There's tons of names on there that I never did nothing with.
What about Sexy Red?
Me and Sexy Red, cool. Me and Sexy Red is cool. Never, fuck her.
Okay.
It's cool people. Like just somebody, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Because trust me, there's a whole bunch of women they didn't seem with.
Good, because Adin got a big old crush on Sexy Red, and if she was burning, he would be mad. Look at this fool. Look at this nigga Adin.
All right. What about Selena Powell?
Oh, I have man. I'm good at that shit. Nigga, like, give me something.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you, bro.
No, well, I mean, hey, listen, a lot of people are just looking at the picture, and again, we're gonna have it's word versus word, right? We have your word. You're saying, hey, the last time you were tested for that, you're clear of HSV2. We have a 2023 report, and let me ask you a question. Why didn't you get a updated test in 2024 for HSV2? I know I did say that it's not regular and frequent, but people are just inquiring.
Actually, yeah. So just like as I mentioned before, 2 out of 3 people already have HSV. So as content creators, we usually do not even test for that.
Is there a cure for
because
HSV2?
everybody already has it. And when you're trying to get a full screening, it's like, like it's gonna pop up on there. It's like, but then you show your partner, you're like, okay, it's HSV1. Okay. So every time I do get tested now, I just go for a full panel, but I I get a full panel, our full panels are just clean. The reason I did now is, of course, it's like I said, it's like most content creators, we don't really test for that. Like,
do you feel set up? Because again, you're the person, like I see these headlines, they're like, this guy infected the whole industry. Now, anyone who's a content creator, they're being asked about you. You're being labeled as, it almost seems like some really evil guy who just infected a bunch of women. I know you spoke to Adin about what you first thought about that, but what do you think about being the face of like really the STDs in the OnlyFans community right now?
Very devastating, very disgusting. But of course, just like you said, there's rumors about everybody. They say this about that person, say this about that person. The truth is always going to come to light. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're always going to need somebody to blame, somebody to point a finger at. I don't mind being that guy because at the end of the day, just like a man, I can always come up, say if I'm wrong, say if I'm right. I'm not doing this to win justice. Just like I said, she still is the victim, and like we need to bring awareness to this. I'm glad that I guess I got the position because now I can come up here as a man and speak on it because I know nobody would.
Right.
And by the way, she also shared a few messages. She didn't say who it was from, but there was someone who messaged her, and the guys, I guess the girl said, "Hey, love,
bro, Danae wants to come. Should I just add her in? I don't want to ambush him though.
Gucci gave you. I did a collab with him in March because I was extremely drunk. I begged him to delete the video because I'm not into content creating. He published our video and it went viral without my consent. they seem to send a message between you and the girl. Did you know who that could be from, and what was that story?
Yes.
Yes.
So this.
Go ahead. Sorry, bro. Go ahead. My bad.
So yes. So this actually was a collaboration, which I did in Miami. We both did the content. You know, what I'm saying, like we showed out paperwork.
Should we ambush chat?
She messaged me probably like a week after we made content. She said she wasn't sure how to make money off it. Like she was like that basically she was trying to post it on sites on like OnlyFans or whatever, but it wasn't letting her. So I kind of just like, you know what I'm saying, I was kind of like looking her down. I'm like kind of put it on more sites to make more money. Then I guess she still wasn't making any money. So she told me about the video. She was like, she doesn't want her facing that light. You know what I'm saying? She wants the video deleted. And mind you, as a content creator, when you sign, you know what I'm saying, model releases, you kind of already like, you know what I'm saying, regulate the work. It's like you have ownership to the work.
Okay.
I still deleted the video. I deleted everything. But then when this came out, because she didn't make the money she wanted, she, pretty much wanted to come up with a story. And also, I have proof for everything too as well. Too. I could.
Hey, by the way, Adin, I know you're going somewhere with it. I'm letting you lead the show, but Adam 22 is also in the porn industry. He's down to hop on. He could probably vet this a little bit more than me because I just don't do porn.
Yeah. Well, I don't want you to leave so far. Danae wants to join, tell her side. I understand you don't want to be here for that.
I'm not here with her today. I would rather be on her with her tomorrow.
All right, so we'll interview Danae, and then we'll interview Danae right now, and then you and I will interview both of them tomorrow. I think that you guys, once you have your test results and you want to come back and show them to Danae and you and me and academics in the world, I think that's what we do. I think as of right now, we just have to wait on these results to come back.
Hear you?
Can you hear me?
Okay, bet. I bet. So send me your number. I'm gonna so we can put it together.
We will tomorrow. Then we will add you in. All right, man.
All right, bet.
All right, I'm gonna add Danae in here. Hey, Prismel, can you please give me roles?
Love.
All right, love. What do you think, bro?
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. And this is why I was calling you way earlier when I initially said I wanted to be a part of this. I felt like I knew what his angle was gonna be, and I think he's doing the angle. Hey, listen, the girl that came out and said this, I don't know if she thought about it. I don't know if this is Danae joining now, but she had to realize the dude is not gonna come on here and be like, yo, of course I gave it to her.
Right.
If anything, he was gonna be like, yeah, that nasty bitch caught it from somebody else.
Of course not.
I might be a victim. So again, and this was the only part I wanted to ask. I'm not a journalist in that sense, but ask some question because I think he was gonna spin the public with them not knowing about like HSV2 in the sense of, yeah, you could seemingly not have it, but have it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And because he came on here saying that he had a 2023 test, but he's talking about HSV1, right? And he's like, well, everybody got like a cold sore. No, we're talking about genital herpes here.
Correct.
So
HSV2, which is HSV2. Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Danae, how are you?
I'm actually more than great now, actually. Thank you guys so much for giving him a platform to do this. I really am so grateful. You guys don't understand how much this just helped me with my situation. So I just want to express admiration. I know academics, you may not like OnlyFans models, but you are doing an amazing thing for us. I don't want to cry. I don't want to get emotional on here. I just want to state facts.
Okay.
Not anything else.
Well, 100%. And again, it only makes sense to have you on. I obviously want to hear both sides. And, I don't know were you being sarcastic by saying thank you to platforming him, or are you actually being serious?
No, I'm being so serious.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of girls that have been in the same circumstance as me, and they just haven't conjured up the confidence. They didn't have the people around them to tell them, like, listen, it's okay that you went through this. And I was blessed enough to be in that predicament where my mother was like, listen, I'm behind you full-fledged. I have friends that are behind me 100% waiting to drop videos and proof and everything like that. So it's just like, I really, I literally can't express my gratitude enough. You guys, like, yeah.
So talk us through, hold on, talk us through exactly everything. Let's go from the beginning. I want to know because obviously, you know, tomorrow his results come out and yeah. So I want to know like from the jump exactly, if you don't mind telling the story for everyone that doesn't know. Go ahead.
Oh, as far as the story with Gucci goes, basically, as many people know, Deshae Frost gave me the opportunity to go on his show, and there I broadcasted my personality. I made a name for myself through what we did on the stream and everything like that. And can I clear up this speculation real quick about Deshae? So me and Deshae did have sex, protected while we were on his show in November of 2023. I contracted HSV2 February 10th, 2024. I did not know that I had it until late March. I cannot give you the exact date yet. I have to go to Piedmont Urgent Care and get that exact date so I can have that exact receipt for you. Right?
Okay.
The last time me and him had vaginal sex was November of 2023. So he does not have HSV.
You said vaginal sex. Did you guys later on have oral sex?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you guys have oral sex?
June.
Okay. A few months ago.
But only oral.
Okay.
Only oral.
Hey man, so again, there's gonna be a lot of sex education that's kind of have to be given to like the mass audience who just don't know. There's a lot of taboo stuff. So you said you contracted it from your knowledge in February. How could you prove, or how would you be able to prove when you contracted it? Because from my understanding of that virus is that someone may have it for a unlimited amount of time, but might only know once they have an outbreak. So how did you know that you contracted at that time, as opposed to maybe you had it all along and the symptoms presented itself at that time that you then went to the urgent care and got tested?
Okay. So with collaborating with Gucci was the first person I've ever seen an active lesion on, or a lesion ever in my life, with a sexual partner that I've engaged with. A friend of mine, whenever I was in high school, contracted HSV, and I saw her lesions, but it looked nothing like his. It was brand new. It was not a healed sore or nothing. He was the first person I've ever had sex with that I saw something like that with. Not only that, a few days, my first time that I ever experienced any kind of irritant was 5 days after I first had sex with Gucci. On February 15th, I thought that I split open my vagina because whenever we were having sex, I couldn't finish because it hurt so bad. I literally thought that I split it open. It started bleeding and everything. I was so dry whenever everything happened. It literally was so confusing to me. And by then, I had already asked him what it was on his penis. No, I did not ask him the first time we had sex what it was on him. But it was his job as a person who knows, and I don't care what you say, Gucci, like, respectfully, you know that you lie. You have ran yourself in circles on the stream all night.
Could we go through that portion? Because he said you were aware of the open sore or cut or lesion. He said he had told you that, and you had said, I watched some of your videos. You said that he had told you that he nicked himself while shaving his shaft. And he came on the stream to say, after that, because y'all filmed 5 scenes, and you could confirm and deny any of these things I'm saying, but I'm just stating what he said. He said maybe while you were giving him fellatio, your teeth worsened the open cut that made it appear like that on the last video. What's your response to all that, man?
My response is that he did not say anything about his lesion or his sore whenever we first engaged in sexual contact.
At all?
It wasn't at all. It wasn't until February 14th whenever we were laying in bed.
Did you notice it? Did you notice?
Yes, I did see it. My thought process whenever I was coming into it was, this was my first collab, professional collab. professional collab. The collaborations that I had prior were all romantic partners that I was comfortable enough to have sex with on camera. He was the first person that I ever had sex with that I did not know prior. And not only that, he was somebody that I was watching online and that I was fantasizing over for the longest. So whenever I got there, I assumed that it was a safe space.
Did you do what did you, sorry, what did you think it was? You know, because you know you did see it. So what did you think that it was?
I honestly, whenever I was going into it, I really didn't think much of it. It wasn't. So what's crazy is the reason what made me ask is because I don't know if I can show the videos anymore, right? But it changed. What it was the first day that I met him turned into 3 different things. You know, I didn't know what it was, what that was on his dick. At first, it was just one little circle, and you can see in the pictures that I posted in that black outfit, you could see that the lesion looked like one little scab. If you scroll over with me in the pink dress, that was the day, February 14th, the day that I asked. You can see that the lesion turned into 3 separate placements. If I have to,
just asking for clarification. So when I was listening to him, and maybe I don't know if Adin got a different conception of what he was saying. So this, he said y'all filmed several times. I thought it was the same day. You're saying this was over several days.
Yes, I filmed with Gucci. The first day we filmed 3 sets. 3 sets. So it was the one that went mega viral with the tan and blue outfit. And then we filmed the black set with the black and the fishnets. And then we filmed another set in the same B&B with red. We filmed 3 sets that day. That day, he invited me to fly out to Houston and spend the week with him. And I agreed. I packed up my bags. I packed up my Airbnb. And I literally flew out there. And there, we filmed 2 sets. 3, actually. One was one in the red set. Another one was while I had a pink dress on, and the other one was a threesome while we were drunk.
And it was in Houston that you said, "Hey, your penis looked like this the first night, but now you're noticing some difference." That's what you're saying, right?
That's not exactly what I said. No, that's not how it went. I literally, whenever I was laying there, I noticed, because over time I noticed that he was like messing with himself. Right, I noticed that he would like put his hand down there. Now I know he was itching it.
So he was itching it. You saw him itch it. You saw him start to itch it.
I saw him put his hand down there and fix himself, and now I know that that's a discreet way to scratch your herpes sore.
Got it.
So I asked him. I was like, "Hey, what is that on your dick?" I didn't say, "Oh, it changed over time." No, I just said, "What is that on your dick?" He said, "Oh, I cut myself while shaving." I said, "Oh, that's crazy." But Adin, I completely believe you whenever you say that you get hair on your dick.
I do.
I have an ex that had hair on his dick.
Yes.
So whenever I heard that, I was like, no, I've met a man that had hair on his dick before. And I know it's very rare because I've had numerous sexual partners in the past. There's only one man that I came in contact with that had that, but it's still possible. And you guys can get a doctor to come on here and talk about it.
So that's why,
real.
that's why you were kind of like not really like freaking out, because you thought, oh wow, maybe that's just what it was. I understand.
On top of that, he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game.
So you're like, yeah, you're thinking like, oh, there's no way, because he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game. There's no way he could have that. Got it.
I'm 19 years old. This is my first collaboration. I didn't even know that I was supposed to go to talent testing or clear. Bianca Blue, actually, the person that you brought up here, I actually had a conversation with her a little bit afterwards. I would have to check what date it was, but I already told her that he had herpes. She was there the night before I linked up with him. If we compare dates, she was there the night before. If not, she was there 2 nights before, but she was in that range. She was there. And
do you believe he had sex with her during that time?
He had sex with her while he had that outbreak, but she didn't see it. She told me herself she didn't see it. Even whenever we spoke about it, and I showed her the videos, she actually saw more videos than the rest of the world saw. She was like, "Oh my gosh, what the fuck?" She even confirmed to me, "Yeah, that looks like herpes." That's why she's not going to sit up here and say, "I don't think he has herpes." She's not going to say that. She's not going to corroborate his story because she knows what I told her back whenever I was still devastated about what happened to me.
Do you think she got paid off, or do you think she's just keeping her mouth shut for a specific reason? Why would she say otherwise?
I have no idea. I don't know this girl from really a can of paint. This was just somebody that I wanted to let aware because she was a collaboration of his. Um, After I caught HSV, I actually reached out to numerous porn stars. I met some porn stars in person, like on a whim, randomly, and I told them my story. This story was not necessarily a secret amongst the porn community, especially if I came across you and I came in contact with you. I did tell. I told as many people as I could. It just didn't get far enough.
Got it.
I have a theory, and I gotta want to. I'm gonna parlay into a question. So, if what you're saying is right, and even about this Bianca Blue girl who was just on here, and she might have been exposed to it. Who knows if she did contract the virus, or who knows if she had the virus already? Because we all know how the virus presents itself. Mm-hmm. I think the question here also becomes, because I have a theory that there's, and that's why I asked him. I said, how many people you think are in this industry, especially of OnlyFans,
who's telling the truth,
that
chat?
you think might have the virus,
Gucci
that might just
Danae.
be selected to say, hey, okay, you know, Danae wants to shoot with me. I'm having an outbreak. I'm gonna just tell her next week when I'm good, or 2 weeks, whatever the timing is. I feel like, you know, you're the most vocal person that's out in it, and here's the question: why did you out it? And do you think that there are people that are being silent because there's almost a scarlet letter on you right now, while other people are like, yeah, he gave me the joint too, but I'm gonna keep it low because I'm still gonna be able to work.
Right.
Now, when people think of you, they instantly think of that.
Mm-hmm. So basically, it was built up over time. Whenever I first contracted the virus, I really did want to speak out, but because of the people around me, the people I was messing with and everything like that, they didn't want, like what's going on right now, they didn't want the world to think they had herpes too, because I had herpes. So I was really saving other people's asses that I was around. And also, I was also way too afraid to just come out because OnlyFans is my main source of income. I am the breadwinner in my family. Even at 19, 20 years old, I was still the breadwinner in my family. My mom was being assisted and everything like that. I didn't just feel comfortable going out and saying, oh yeah, I had herpes. Victims of sexual assault, victims of things like this don't just come out blatantly immediately. Even then, even whenever I wanted to, didn't mean that I was going to go and do it.
So
it was just something in my heart that I knew that I wanted to do.
So you speaking up now, what's changed, right? Obviously, the whole world is. You're not. By the way, I want to let you know it's very. I'm gonna let you speak on you know what you want to speak on. Actually, no. Matter of fact, I'll hold my thought. You tell me what you're just about to say. Go ahead.
Okay, so about a month ago, the only other man that I publicly had unprotected sex with after I caught herpes, Touch Money V. He does not have herpes either. He called me and he was like, I need to let you know something that's been weighing on me. There's another girl saying that Gucci gave her herpes, but she's not going to come out and say it. It's this white girl, and I don't necessarily want to say her name. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy, because that is her story and what she wants to tell. But there were rumors that he already gave somebody else herpes, right? And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I was right. Because whenever I first caught it, I was like, what if he's doing it to a ton of people? And then after that, he had a collaboration that I noticed, and she's some porn star's baby mother or something like that. And I noticed that she quit OnlyFans after working with him. That's another thing that I noticed. And then he posted a collaboration with a girl that I was mutually associated with online. She was another girl that I was afraid possibly got exposed to HSV too. And at that time, it was to the point where it was like, I felt like if I found out another girl caught it after me,
Stop.
it would
It's not
destroy
her.
me. And if I'm being honest, it has happened. And there are people that they know that it was him. But as far as their careers, they're not willing to jeopardize their reputation. They're not willing to change their career right now. They don't want the hate that's going on, because I'm sure everybody is watching what's going on, how people are talking about me and my situation. These girls don't want to be publicly humiliated. There are other women that are too afraid to speak up. And eventually, after this live stream, I have really a really good feeling that they might come out and say what they need to say. But that's basically why I came out here.
Real quick, how many girls would you say that are that have associated themselves with Gucci that you think may have it?
That I think, or that I know
That you know so far?
Both.
Well, allegedly, no, whatever, because I don't necessarily know if these girls are completely telling the truth, but I do believe them. Right now, I have 3 people confirmed that are telling me that they got it from him and tested positive after they collabed with him, all of which are on the fence about pressing charges. But I want to say something, and I want to show something real quick. Just because he did try to just say that weird stuff about, oh yeah, she probably gave it to me. So I'm going to go on my Quest Diagnostics. Mind you, I did not know about talent testing or Clear whenever this happened. So I'm going to log in because this man, for some reason, didn't want to show himself logging in. Little reminder, if you go on Twitter, you'll see that he was known whenever his name was Mandingo Gucci for faking his test results. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind.
Wow.
But if you do your research on him, but watch, it's signing in. Give me a second. But I will show you that March 1st, 2024, I was still negative for HSV2 and HSV1.
And then what was the date that you tested positive for it?
I can't tell you yet. As soon as I call, because I will call the place. I did not get an actual.
Okay.
I didn't get on here. I got a phone call that I tested positive for it.
Okay.
It's not working. Hold on, give me a second. It's literally loading.
Sure.
I don't know why this is being crazy, but
someone said, can you ask about the Melt situation? Did you? Because I know who Melt is. Is that somebody that you had sex with, not knowing that you had HSV2, or what happened with that?
No. Well, respectfully, I really didn't want to talk about that man because he is clout chasing. He's actually started to burn a lot of bridges with people in the industry for some reason.
Okay.
I'm not really sure why.
Hey, so I wanted to, hold
on. She got it right here. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna scroll to 3/1/24.
We see it. Yep.
View.
Okay.
Wait a second. So I want you to see hepatitis B. So we're gonna go to HSV1 and 2. I was still negative.
Got it.
For both.
Got it.
3/1/2024. Gucci, if you get that positive result tomorrow, you did not get it from me, boo. Respectfully. But
how much do you trust that he's going to his private physician rather than one of these industry standards? He said he's going to a private physician, so he's going to have to share his results rather than something that could be verified, or something that's more industry standard. What's your thoughts about that?
Who's guilty, Chad?
My thoughts is he's been literally
somebody's guilty,
documented as a liar. Like there are numerous accounts saying that he's lied to people's faces. So I don't trust him in the slightest bit. Not a word that this man says anymore I will ever believe unless I, one, have proof from not only him, but a third party that has nothing to do with his personal life. Nothing. That is the only time I will believe that anything that comes out of his mouth. I know that
Danae,
from this man.
Danae, are you going to continue to be doing OnlyFans and content like that, to that matter? Are you going to continue to do so even though you tested positive for HSV2? I just want to know, what does the future look like for you?
So as far as collaborations, I've stopped for months. The last collaboration that I had was with Touch Money V a couple months ago. I think it was about 3 months ago. I have not done an actual sexual collaboration in a couple months. I do not plan on continuing collabs. I do plan on keeping my OnlyFans up, and I may drop content if I choose to, but that is now something that I do want to leave behind because it has caused some trauma in my life. And I also...
Can I ask you about that last collab? You said the last collab with Touch Money V, that was after you reportedly contracted the virus. Were you upfront with him and saying, "Hey, listen, I got this," or did you not know yet? And he was okay with it?
I was completely aware that I had HSV, and not only that, I was telling people. By the time that I came in contact with Such Many V, he was already mutual friends with people who were talking about it in front of him that I caught HSV too from Gucci. So he hit me up in my DM, texted me, telling me that he wanted to collab with me, and he was like, "But I have a couple questions." I didn't even tell him about my HSV2 diagnosis. He asked me, "Hey, I heard this. Is this true?"
Wow.
And I told him yes. And then afterwards, he still decided like he wanted to still collaborate. He was completely aware. I even told him to make himself completely comfortable because he was in his head at the time. He even called his doctor himself, and his doctor told him that if she doesn't have an outbreak or is about to get an outbreak, the chances of you catching HSV2 is low. It's actually down to 10%. Even if if it's a viral shedding episode, it is still low at 10%.
Got you. Well, sorry, I just had one question here. What is the situation regarding the Matt situation? Who's Matt, and what's the situation regarding Matt?
Who's Matt?
So much plug types. Something about he ate your ass.
Oh, you're talking about Melt. Okay. Literally, he literally ate my ass in January or February before I collabed with Gucci. I never had sex with Melt again. I never even seen Melt again after I freaking collabed with Gucci. He is completely in the clear of HSV. He's literally just talking about how I got karma for telling people that he ate my ass.
Got it.
I have the girl that you guys were also addressing earlier about her being a content creator, or he said that it was a collaboration. She's calling me right now. Can I answer?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so basically I'm on stream right now. Do you want to defend yourself or do you want to say anything? They can hear you, just a warning.
They don't know who I am though, right?
No, I'm not gonna. They only know your abbreviation, AAY.
Okay, so I mean, I was with him like last year, and I guess he got mad at me about something, so he just now decided to release the video. And he told me, "I'm gonna send you the video. If you don't want it released, I'm not gonna release it." So a few months later is when he decided to release the video, and it went viral. I cried and cried and cried. Don't release the video. Take it down. He published it. I guess he sold it to some type of porn site, and it went viral from there. And I begged him for months to take the video down. Oh, you got to talk to my management team. You got to talk to da. He kept dubbing me and pushing me off for months. So long story short, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna get my lawyer involved. So he was just like, oh, I don't have time to deal with that. I'll take it down. He never took the video down until the other day. So then I told him, like, bro, I am pregnant. I can't be dealing with none of this shit that you're talking about. Like, he blocked my number. So I go to the doctor every 2 weeks because I'm pregnant, and they've taken my blood. They've taken all my urine samples. They did anal swabs. They did vaginal swabs. Nothing came back, but it's just, why are you ignoring me?
Wow.
Yeah, they heard everything.
Hey, Danae, you said something on Twitter, so I want to ask how you rationalize it, right? Because Gucci says she might be a victim, she's not my victim. That's his statement. What you did say is that you are a victim, but you also said that you said it was your fault.
Kid,
and I think some people might be having a hard time rationalizing what that means. If you're a victim, how could it be your fault, right? So how do you look at the entire situation, in the aftermath?
So I live my life trying to hold myself accountable in every situation that I'm in, whether or not I am the main problem or I'm the smallest problem. So I was always taught that, especially whenever I was young. I grew up around dysfunctional people. So you learn how to break generational curses as you get older. And so I can completely understand that I should have known as an OF creator and a quote unquote baby porn star what a herpes sore or a dried up herpes sore looks like, not to collaborate with somebody unless you get their full panel results. I completely understand that. But not only were me and Gucci collaborating, he also was speaking to me in a romantic manner and he was making romantic gestures. So
did you get his name added? I seen a video like
it's covered now. But
Wait,
it was
were you guys that much involved that you got his name tatted though? Because
um,
how old are you?
She's
I
19.
was 19
Oh.
at the time. I'm 20 now.
Okay.
I turned 20 in March. Like
So if
I
you
found out that I had
name-
herpes.
If you tatted his name, you like this guy, right?
Yeah, we were like at
That was a
first
Polly or
he was
something.
a
That's what
very
it's
sweet guy. I got his name tatted 4 days into knowing him, and I know everybody's like,
Wow.
"Whoa, what the fuck?"
Was the dick that
Um,
good? Like I know obviously it's sour grapes at this point, but still.
It was just big.
Bro, Ak, hold on, Ak, you're a grown ass man asking if another dick is good.
No, because I gotta ask her why would she get his name tatted 4 days into meeting
Because
him?
she liked them. They liked each other a lot.
It wasn't even just that. It
Well,
was also
That's
content.
not normal. That's not
It was
normal.
It's not normal, but I am not in a normal predicament. It was also content. He was telling me that he was going to be my content partner. He was telling me that we were going to keep consistently making content. This meeting was not, oh yeah, let's just collab and then part ways. No, the reason why I was in Houston, the reason why I was spending time in Houston was because he was going to become one of my he was going to be my romantic partner.
Got it.
This was not just a collaboration.
Got it.
And so I got it even right here. The placement is kind of fucking ironic because while we're doing content, they're gonna see, yeah, this is his.
Oh, I
Bro,
get it.
yes.
But Ak, basically, while she's sucking dick, it's gonna be like right here.
Calm down. Hold on. So, I'm gonna ask a few devil advocate questions just because in situations like this you'll have people thinking like this, right? So someone might say, well, maybe you and him fell out, and now you're just blaming anything you've contracted on him. Did you cover the tattoo after you found out, or did you guys fall out before? Because you clearly covered it, and you're just bringing your story to light now. So what happened? So you went there. I guess he sold you a dream. You guys having sex. He's and I've heard this theory also said, right? They were like, hey, she's 19 and probably ignored safeguards because of the collab potential and what it could do for her career. Do you think that's true or no?
I know that's not true. I know that in the moment I just wasn't thinking, and also I would have expected somebody with herpes, especially in this field, to disclose their herpes diagnosis. And on top of that, with people thinking that I just said it was because I was mad, me and him stopped talking right before I found out that I had herpes. My gut was telling me to get away from this man, not only because of my health situation, but it was also this man did not make me feel safe.
What does that mean?
So-
you could explain. Sorry.
So it has been documented that this man has a tendency to be aggressive.
Has he hit you or pushed you or shoved you or anything like that?
He has not hit me, but he did grab my hair and scream in my face that I don't know who I'm messing with. I can even have my friend vouch for me. I had to call my friend in the middle of the debate, or the altercation, even though I was frozen. He was screaming at me. He was drunk. He was mad. Stuff happened that night that I don't necessarily want to get into because I would be bringing another person that does not need to be named in the situation. But my friend heard him threatening my life.
I have a question for you. Sorry, Danae. Someone asked me to ask you about. There's a threesome that you guys had. Who is the other person involved in that threesome?
Respectfully, I don't want to talk about it because the girl no longer does content and the girl does not need to be addressed. I mean, me and her did have an altercation, and that's all I'm gonna leave it at. Is that tensions were high that night.
Got you. Okay. But
Your ass. I watched you on the 20v1. They say you were known, which again, I'm playing devil's advocate here. They say you're known to beat up bitches. They said that's what they said about you. And matter of fact, you kind of, I want to shout out the YouTuber Sean something. I don't know if that was an old or new thing, but they said you were known to be aggressive yourself. So you look nice and sweet here, but like maybe you're aggressive as well.
I can definitely say that I have developed a name for myself for being able to fight, yes, but I only get in altercations, physical altercations, whenever I feel like I am unsafe. Okay. Whenever somebody threatens me, I could take it there, but I'd rather not. I'd rather talk it out. But if things get physical, just know that it is not just, oh, I'm trying to be an aggressor, I'm being the aggressor. No. I'm pretty sure if everything didn't happen and things went well with the Gucci situation, his roommates could even vouch that anything that happened that night was because everything got out of hand, as far as the other two in the threesome. And I was in the middle
Jealousy?
and just went off. I just don't want I don't really want to talk about this situation.
Okay. Could you just give us like a broad timeline, because things seem to be unraveling really quickly. So you meet the guy, do a scene. He convinces you to come to Houston. You go to Houston with him pretty much the next day. Do a couple more scenes. 4 days later, you get his name tatted. When do you guys stop dealing with each other?
Yeah, like the absolute day, the last time that you guys actually.
Yeah, because it seems
over.
like you guys have not been messing around for more than like 30 days. It feels like this was like maybe a 2-week thing, right? Am I tripping?
So that's not the case. No, it was about a month.
Okay.
So basically, we officially stopped talking March 22nd, the day before my birthday. I started getting nightmares and I started feeling really uneasy about this man. I like to say that I'm very spiritual, so if something puts me off and turns me off, I'm kind of off. So me and him were kind of like going back and forth, not really talking up until that day and everything like that. And then my last message to him before I texted him, basically after I found out, was never contact me again.
Okay.
On March 22nd.
And then hold on, what did you put under the net? You'll never. Sorry, under that you put something. What'd you put?
I don't know if I'm supposed to read that. Well, I said, you will reap what you sow. You know what you did, and one day God will handle you. You knew I wouldn't find out till later. I wonder how many others there were. You're sick and don't deserve your name, because his name means God is worthy to be prayed. Aluatosin. So
Gucci third leg means what? Wait, hold on. What?
That's what he told me the definition of his name is. I did meet another Nigerian man that told me that that's not what it meant, but it does still have relation to God. But basically I said, like,
bro, this shit is really crazy, chat.
My collab, the only other man I had sex with raw too is calling me. Can I answer?
Yes.
That's
Is
the
this
only
shit
other
not crazy to y'all,
collab
chat?
that I had sex with raw. Ivy, can you turn off the live stream in the background, please?
Hey, you still on? Wait, hello?
Yeah, I'm still on stream. You're actually they're all listening to you right now. You want to say something?
Wait. Because people call and telling me that you saying something about me on stream. Like, worry.
I'm saying that you don't have herpes. I'm clearing your name, love.
Somebody said something about a white girl. What is that?
Okay, so you remember whenever we were on FaceTime that day and you told me that you heard that a white girl was going around saying that he gave her herpes?
Oh, okay. That gets scared because whoa, I never like did anything else. But like I didn't even. Yeah, more of the story. The girl was like, yeah, he gave it to her spring break in Miami. But my homeboy, he tripping. He said some other shit. He said,
Okay.
The white bitch with herpes. So I was like, but he said, you telling live stream that. So I'm like, whoa, wait.
Yeah, well.
That's not true. But,
well, thanks for helping me out, love.
You could. But yeah, handle that.
All right.
There you go.
So yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna ask another. Again, I know you also probably have the OnlyFans community who are probably tuned in for this. So I don't want them to think that I'm like trying to ask questions to fuck you up. But I want to ask questions that that you're not gonna see responses to this on Twitter.
Chat, no, we didn't, bro.
Here. Some people are gonna be like, okay, why go to the internet rather than go to because
chat? No, we didn't, bro. Shut the fuck
because,
up,
obviously,
bro.
If you are infected with something and you're intentionally spreading it and you're not disclosing it to people, that could be a crime, right? And you mentioned other people are thinking about pressing charges. Why didn't you choose that route?
Okay, so I had people in my ear scaring me, telling me that it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to charge him And I'm not worried about having this be a civil case. I don't want his money. I couldn't care less how much money he made off of me or any other girls. I want this man registered as a sex offender. I want this man in jail. What he's done to multiple women, allegedly, and what he has done definitely to me, deserves to be in jail. And I honestly have seen the justice system fail people time and time again. It's like this case with the guy that got prosecuted and murdered for a murder he didn't even commit. I know
I'm using the bathroom. Y'all are being
there
so
was
fucking
a
weird now, bro.
large risk
Y'all
that
think
I
this shit's a joke, bro.
didn't
My
have
life is
enough.
shit scary as
All
fuck.
I had
Y'all
was the
weird
videos
as
of
fuck.
his
I'm about to make a
outbreaks.
call. I'll be back in 10
All
seconds.
I had was the negative result on March 1st. But as far as the other stuff, I wasn't sure that I would win. But
Did you
I
talk
knew
to the police though, or at least try to
no,
contact them?
no,
Are you thinking about doing that or no?
yes, for sure. For sure. Especially after this live stream. Especially after this one.
What do you think he was gonna say tonight? Because obviously this was the first time he was gonna speak. Do you think did you, in any part of your mind, did you think he was gonna admit it, maybe issue an apology, or do you think he was gonna kind of like gaslight and just be like, "Yo, he a victim, not my victim"? You thought it was.
Well, that was even, I'm not gonna lie, he surprised the freak out of me. I'm not going to hold you. As far as saying that he has HSV1 but not HSV2, oh, you are creative. What else? Him saying that I'm not his victim rubs me a bit weird. I didn't expect him to really name drop or really address me at all. I thought he was going to address the things like the rape allegations that are pinned against him, the allegations of him faking his test results, all that other stuff. I didn't think that he was actually going to talk about me because he knows what he did. But
Do you think he ruined your life?
no. As far as ruined it, he did drastically change my life. He did cause a lot of trauma, a lot of emotional instability, and a lot of things going on. But I personally don't feel like anybody's life can be ruined from having herpes. Herpes is definitely lifelong.
I asked that because I watched the videos of you being so emotional and crying, and I watched your vlog, and I was just like, again, I feel like there's maybe other women who are, for whatever they're thinking about their career, they're like, oh, I'm going to be quiet. And for you, just emotionally, you couldn't be quiet because you felt it was affecting you just mentally and maybe even physically as well, that you felt you had to speak out. So I was wondering where you were.
It definitely affected me.
Chat, nobody fucking says Sky Bree, you fucking retards in my chat, bro.
I won't say he ruined my life.
She don't got it, you
primarily
weirdos.
because it has taught me to be more healthy. It's taught me to
My life,
establish
y'all
more
weird.
boundaries in my life. It has taught me to be more safe. It has made me get more educated on several different STDs. And I honestly believe that whenever you contract a virus like this or any virus,
That shit's so
you
weird,
can
Shay. Y'all being weird.
literally free yourself from burdens,
My life
mental
needs it.
burdens, physical burdens by just having optimism. And I feel like now that I have optimism, I don't feel like he ruined my life. Did I feel like he ruined my life whenever it first happened? Yes.
Is this
Now,
the first? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
I was going to ask, was this the first STD you've ever contracted?
No.
Okay. But the first incurable one?
Yes.
Okay. What did you think about him saying that he quits? He says after his test come back, he's putting his jersey into the rafters and he's quitting the porn or OnlyFans game. And he says he might even delete his channel. So, I'm guessing he has videos with you and him. He might delete those. I don't know if that'll give you some type of mental peace.
So y'all don't think it's a little suspicious? Not fishy at all. This man his career was completely fine before these allegations came out. And then now that things are out about him.
Promote a condom.
Well, I thought it was a joke when he told me he was promoting a crypto NFT with condoms. That's the craziest thing. That means he's and look, I'm not fucking trying to, but that's crazy. Like NFT fucking for condom promotion is crazy.
Yo, Adin, stop playing.
Why are you not like, bro? That's crazy, bro.
Now you want to use condoms? Now you want to promote condoms, babe? Crazy. Hey.
But look, one thing I do think that's a bit sus on Gucci's end, because I haven't made a decision yet. Like, I think like you're coming in here with the facts. I would have loved to have seen you guys on the same panel together. Tomorrow he wants to
I
do.
would have loved to do it too.
Tomorrow he's going to show the results live on stream with me and Ak. I hope that you come and do that tomorrow. I just don't really. I don't know, Ak. What are you thinking?
Listen, this is what I believe, right? I believe that Gucci might have it, but he's in denial that he gave it to her. Right? So, in a way to cope, it's like saying, hey, if I got it, and he probably, one thing, and that's why when I was asking him questions, he wasn't that clear on, even though he said, oh, we get tested every 2 weeks, but then he said, well, I had outdated tests. So he probably didn't know when he contracted it. And I think it's probably a better coping mechanism to be like, well, if you have it, you gave it to me, rather than you've been having it but neglecting your health, so you've been giving it to people, right? And I think the timing of the oh, I quit or I'm retiring, like, come on, bro. This nigga think he's like LeBron, like, you know what I mean? But hey, you know what I mean? You know, I don't think this would have happened if you didn't speak out. And one thing I've realized about the OnlyFans like game is like, it seems more of a hustle more than a profession, because it feels like people are in it for the quick buck, as opposed to realizing that, hey, this is supposed to be a community like the porn community is, at least LA porn community, where like, hey, if you know, half of these chicks, and again, I don't hate OnlyFans models at all, really. It's just that half of these chicks are fucking random rappers and athletes who are fucking everybody, right? It's kind of unsafe. So like something like this is bound to happen. I think you're going to be the poster child and he's going to be the poster child for people to realize that, yeah, for the quick buck you made, you might, you know, like, again, you're 20 years old and you've contracted something that you can never get rid of. You're going to have to be coping with it, right? And, you know, it's put like a microscope on that, it's put a microscope on that industry that hopefully, you know, there's some changes that happen. If you ask me.
And that was literally the intention. I didn't want to hear another person come out and say, yeah, I got herpes from Gucci Third Leg. I got herpes from a porn collab. I feel like just because it is so prevalent in the population does not mean that a porn star should have herpes and not disclose to their partner or their collaboration that they don't have it. Respectfully, I feel like morally, if you have come in contact with any kind of disease, disclosing is the most important thing to do. Let that person know that there is a risk of you contracting something with having sex. You know, but a lot of people aren't comfortable. A lot of people aren't ready for rejection. A lot of people aren't, because I know women and models that have contracted HSV in the porn industry, that it wasn't from Gucci. It was from whenever they first started 6 years ago, 10 years ago. And they just don't know who it was because they might have had a full group scene or they fucked a couple people that day. You know?
I want to ask you a question. For someone that wants to know if they have HSV2 or not, what's the correct way of doing it and also proving to the world that they don't have it?
So honestly, it's none of the world's business, first off. It's none of anybody's business other than the person that you are going to be having sex with. Just to make that clear. But as far as figuring out if you have HSV or herpes in general, honestly, everybody has the gene. Everybody has it in their system. It's just whether or not it's activated. As you can see, whenever I showed my result, there was a number on that green box that I had. It said less than 0.9. That means, yes, it's in my system. No, it's not active. No, I cannot give it to anybody. No, I will not receive an outbreak. If you have HSV 1 or 2 and you're not experiencing symptoms, honestly, healthcare providers do not suggest that you go get tested because you could scare yourself. You could scare yourself into thinking that you have something and that you're going to have to deal with something lifelong that will probably never come up and never be contagious ever in your life. As far as getting tested, I feel like you should get tested if you have symptoms. If you have something like an outbreak, if you have discomfort, if you have itchiness, if there are symptoms, go get tested. But if not, I mean, herpes is literally something that isn't life-threatening for real.
So it's overrated, basically.
Of course, the stigma is way too high. People think that you're dirty just because you have herpes. I literally know somebody personally that caught herpes their first body. The first time they ever had sex was the first time they ever contributed whatever the fuck. I don't know how to say that.
Contracted.
There it is. I do know how to say that, but it just didn't come to mind. Contracted it without having multiple sex partners. It was the first time they were deceived. Things like this is sexual assault. It's sexual violence.
If you do
real.
if you do decide to keep doing your OnlyFans and keep having sex on OnlyFans, I'm obviously they're gonna know, but I'm saying, are you gonna be using protection now? Are you not gonna be using protection? What does your future content look like?
So my future content is really gonna kind of be solo content. I haven't necessarily been into the whole collaboration. If I do post a porno or anything like that, it's going to be like a romantic partner, somebody that I'm actually involved with. Again, after I caught HSV, I started to respect myself more, if I'm being completely honest. I stopped having just random ass sex as often as I would before.
Is that I don't mean to cut you, but is that also like maybe, for the young girls who are watching you said after you caught this STD doing OnlyFans, you started to respect yourself a bit more. Do you think that that's part of, because again, this whole collab thing, and really what I think is that I think if homie got it, he probably was collabing with smaller creators, knowing that maybe I don't have the leverage of saying certain shit or asking him for certain shit, and y'all are just thinking about the collab opportunity, right? So like, that gotta be a bold move to know you got a big ass bump on your shit and be like, we still doing this shit and we filming it in 4K, right?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of predators go for people that don't have a lot of knowledge, don't have a lot of experience, and go for people that won't necessarily catch on.
Danae, Rob Suno, they say that you had a previous relationship with, I don't know what that is right now. Were you guys having, I don't want to get involved in your guys' private life, but is that somebody that, did you know at the time that you had HSV2 when you were with that person?
He knows that I have HSV, but I don't feel like it's anybody's business whether or not I had sex with him or not.
True. So, fair enough. Yeah, it's your guys' own relationship. I agree. But he knew.
But he does know that I have it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I've met in person, even if we didn't have a sexual relationship or not, know that I have HSV too. It's not a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, by the way, so again, Gucci Third Leg. Yeah, the name is so crazy. So Gucci Third Leg says he's going to present his results on stream tomorrow. If he is indeed negative, will you give him an apology? And also, by the way, he says he is flirting with the idea of pursuing legal action because you essentially have labeled him as someone that has an STD that's passed it out. I don't know if that's what's nudging him to retire, but he's saying he's contemplating, once his results is in, pursuing some legal action about how you've spoken about him.
I mean, that's fine. If he wants to take legal action, I'm not. Does it look like my hand is shaking? I'm not at all scared of that. He can do whatever he needs to do to prove his case. I won't apologize because I came face to face with exactly what infected me. I'm not. I even if he does come up here with fake results or real results, another thing that I will tell everybody is that if he was on medication for long enough, he could become undetectable after being on medication for a specific amount of time. So I just want everybody to keep that in mind. But
wait, so you're saying that if he were to actually have HSV2 but he was on medication, it won't show up in a blood test?
If he was on medication for a prolonged period of time and he was undergoing treatment to make sure it's undetectable, yes, he could come up with a negative result. That happens. It's the same with HIV. You could be diagnosed with HIV 1 year and then 2 years later it's undetectable.
And how do you do that?
Medication.
Treatment. Gotcha.
Hey, by the way, does does it make, because once all of this happened, and I'm wondering how you feel as a person. Like I really want to know like your reaction to, like I seen one of my friends, Silky, like he's like, yo, she DM me, like, but he's like, yo, I dodged the bullet. I see there was a porn star, Lil D. Pause on that, by the way. He came out. He said, "Yo, I only took a picture with her." Like people are almost treating you like, yo, they have to speak up to say they never had sex with you, or if they did, was way before. Does that make you feel a little bit hurt that people are speaking about you like, like they wouldn't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole, or oh, I'm glad nothing happened, like they dodged a bullet, like they're speaking about you like that?
I really can put myself in other people's shoes. As far as Silky goes, I DM'd him after I saw the clip of him showing that he dodged a bullet. I literally, my management told me to hit him up to see if I could go on stream. I've been on several streams, time and time again with Kai Cenat, Deshae Frost, V Boogie, all them people. Like I've been on streams. I was just trying to see if I could go on a stream. Yes, he's an attractive man, but again, after I caught HSV, I slowed the fuck down. As far as
You fuck Kai?
no.
So hold on, you're saying as soon as you got HSV2 and you knew that, that's when you were like, all right, I'm gonna take a step back and stop basically having sex so easily. You kind of like, I guess you could say you kind of like matured in your sexual life. It's like when you caught it, you kind of had like a reality check.
110%. And I feel like that's like a sign, again, to get into spirituality. It's a sign from divine to me that it was time to slow down, because even though I'm saying respect myself, OnlyFans models doing OnlyFans right now, it's not that they don't respect themselves. Mind you, like Academic said, it's a hustle. For me, it's rooted in things far more deeper than just a hustle. So for me, it was me disrespecting myself in a way, and I had to heal from that trauma. I had to self-explore, and I had to get to the root of things. But I definitely, I'm the fuck
Much of you went down the realm of religion or spirituality. It felt like it was an awakening moment for you. Have you got into church, reading the Bible? Like, what have you been doing?
So I actually did buy my first Bible 2 months ago. Did I get through the whole thing? Gonna be honest, no. I've kind of always been on the border of religious and not. My mom was atheist, my dad was Christian, so you could only imagine what kind of household I was brought up in. I really started my spiritual journey whenever I was 15, after some things happened to me. And from there, I feel like I've just gotten closer and closer with first myself and Most High. And I honestly think that whenever I caught herpes, it was a time where it was just like, I was so excited for how much money that I was bringing in, especially after the Deshae Frost show and everything like that. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, money's looking great. Let me keep going. And then God was like, wait, it's time to slow down with the fucking, because you just wild out right before you got all these blessings. And in order to keep this thing going, in order to use your energy in the best ways possible, I have to give you a wake-up call, and that was that.
I know this is kind of a personal question, but I'm curious, and the reason why I'm curious, it's a two-pointer. How many bodies did you have before you caught, and then how many do you have after? And I just want to see where you're at with your sex life. And it's just anybody that also is worried about HSV2, and also you're doing this for the women out there, even men out there. So how many bodies would you approximate that you had before and then after you were contracted?
So since everybody thinks I'm already nasty, bitch, I don't give a fuck about telling my body count. So Gucci was 44. Okay. I am now at 58. So during the time, and listen. After Gucci, right? Before I found out that I had herpes, I wilded the fuck out. Okay? After Gucci, I caught. Let me go back.
Wait, hold on. By the way, wild the fuck out just for content, or you were just having fun having sex with random men?
I was literally like just having like protected just flings, and I was very safe. Like the only time that I was careless was with Gucci. As far as everybody else, people that weren't porn stars, I was overly conscious of everything that I was doing. You know, condoms for head and sex. Not only that, I wouldn't even have sex like for real. Like it might have been like, oh yeah,
Stop it.
suck your dick with a-
You did not suck the Shea Frost dick with a condom. Stop it, Cap.
I had sex with Deshae Frost before I fucked Gucci.
No, I know what. Remember, because you said you gave Deshae Frost oral sex in June.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the spree that I had. The spree was already set by the time I had oral sex with Deshae.
Got it.
Yeah, but,
by the way, just trying to fact check here. I know you clearly pinpointed to the Gucci situation, but you did mention 44 guys before him or including him. How many men did you have sex with? Because you said it was in February, January, and February. Did you know?
I didn't wild out until probably like a week and a half before I found out that I had herpes. So with that time frame keeping in mind, there's no way that I would have fucking tested positive for herpes from any of those men other than Gucci.
How many men?
So,
I look on your face is like, the niggas.
Nah, it was just. I'm not good at math. Hold on, I gotta use my calculator.
What?
I'm not good at math.
Okay,
Sorry.
use your calculator. Let's see where we're at.
Before I stopped, it was literally 7.
7.
Wait, so you had 7 before you completely were like, fuck this. I'm out. Like I'm out of the sex game. Like I'm a like be on some different shit. 7.
In a short amount of time. Like mind you, it was literally like a week.
Okay.
Where I already had lesions, like I already experienced my lesions and everything. Like I didn't know what it was. I was still testing negative for herpes and everything. The lesions already presented themselves prior to me having sex with these people.
Sorry, you said 7 different you said 7 different bodies in 1 week, right?
Yeah.
By the way, wow. you know why I'd called OnlyFans a hustle for most people is that, put it like this, right? And I don't want to pocket watch or anything, but I could, I always pocket watch, but still, I would imagine you said, you're taking care of your family. Like this is like a career, right? I feel like a lot of people don't treat OnlyFans like even the low level porn star treats porn. For example, and the reason why I was saying about OnlyFans women is that if I know having sex with other male creators, right, is my job, I wouldn't jeopardize this to go outside that circle to fuck random people, fly out here, go fuck this rapper, this and third, knowing that, like, look what happened to you. Not saying obviously that happened.
Why
there.
are you saying gay son or thought daughter?
Creator, but it could just end your whole shit, or not end your whole shit, but like just kind of change the trajectory of your life. And I think those people, and I'm even speaking about Gucci. I'm pretty sure he was just slanging cock everywhere. Like I'm pretty sure if he does have it, he didn't contract it from maybe a female creator. He maybe caught a chick on South Beach and just dicked her down and caught it. He was probably fucking every chick raw. You get what I'm saying? And that's the hustle part. If when I know a lot of sex workers, that are on OnlyFans that they almost do like some cognitive dissonance in terms of how they look at OnlyFans. And because of that, there's a breakdown where you don't take it as serious, or you don't think that you need to have these necessary safeguards to make sure such a thing that we're talking about today doesn't happen. You get what I'm saying? So, again, I do think this is very important because I